My name is Dominic Alley, and I'm back again with another one of our weekly series, ideally weekly, uh, from our BNI Business Accelerator group from Port Credit, Ontario. And today with me, I have a special guest. Uh, Her name is Helena Lopes Teves. I keep trying my best to say it. And Helena is from Send Out Cards. Thank you, Helena, for joining us today. Um, what we want to try to do is work with our audience just to kind of show them how great our BNI chapter is and why they should consider joining in case they're on the fence. And if they have any questions, hopefully we can answer some of them here today, and then they can follow up with me directly.
Right.
How are you?
Thank you, Dominic, for inviting me over to this amazing series that you're doing for BNI and for business owners, entrepreneurs.
Well, thank you for having us. So, before we get started and getting into the BNI stuff, let's talk a little bit about send out cards.
So, my business with Inel Cards started a little over 3 years ago, and let me tell you, it's been a ride of a lifetime. Um, for those of you that don't know, Inel Cards is actually a service. It's an app. It's everything in one. So it's a business tool as well as you can make it a personal tool that allows you to stay in touch, to reach out to people, to share gratitude with those that help you grow personally, business wise, in any and every shape. So it's a fully customized system, totally personalized, that allows you to reach out in the old fashioned. So basically, it's the ideal harmony between modern technology and the old fashioned personal touch. A personal touch that reaches out in a physical card, and that says exactly what you want because that's what you wrote on your card, not what was somebody else's idea of what you're supposed to be saying.
So, for people who are not 100% familiar with send out cards, at its heart, what is it?
Sorry?
For people who are not familiar with send out cards, what exactly are they getting when they buy into this service?
Okay. So basically, it's like everybody has a Google account. Everybody should have a Sendal Cards account. It
Okay.
costs nothing. It's a service. It's a free app. It's a free website. And what you do instead of having to drive to a store and pick up a card that, like I said, somebody else put together for you, you actually have full control and you create. So it's much like you go on any online shopping site or whatever, you actually uh, pick the card you wanna have. You can even design yours from a blank template, and you say what you want to say to the person that you want to say. So you customize it with their name. You have the ability to have your own handwriting, so it's actually a handwritten card. And you, with a click of a button, you submit. It gets printed, stuffed, attached to a gift if you choose to attach a gift, and it gets mailed and delivered to the person that you want to reach out to.
Okay, great. So, as a business owner, I can send out a physical card, even a gift, using my subscription. And I noticed by going through your website, there are different pricing models and such.
Right, right.
And so I can either subscribe, but as you said, there's a free version as well, right? So
Hmm.
you get a free account, and then you pay per use kind of thing,
Right,
right?
right.
Okay, that's awesome. And then I really like that feature. That sounds cool. So I can actually design the card and use my own handwriting on the card, and it'll print out with my handwriting.
Every single letter, character, or punctuation is yours own.
That's fantastic. Especially with my messy handwriting, I might stick to the computer one instead.
Well,
Okay.
that's the thing. That's the beauty. You can make your own whatever you want because unless you are writing physically every day for your all your customers and all your clients or all your patients, they don't know if it's actually your handwriting or not, but they know it's a personalized handwriting font.
Okay, very cool. All right. So, what I want to try to talk to people about today, I do want to get a little bit about into the BNI business accelerators. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about when you joined our BNI group.
So I am one of the original members because I was there on day one.
Cool.
of the startup, a small group that got together to see if there was potential, and throughout the weeks and the months, we actually got to connect and create a bond that allowed us to grow as a group, and eventually, ultimately, became an official BNI chapter called Business Accelerators.
Oh, and I lost myself here. Okay, there I am. I'm back. Hi. Okay, cool. So you've been with the group since the beginning. That's so. Just so everybody knows, our group formed in November of last year. Right.
So that should be around 2 years.
2 years. Sorry, November of 2018. Sorry, not last year. Hey, we're getting there. So wow, that's fantastic. And how have you noticed that BNI, the Business Accelerator Group, has helped your business?
BNI itself and the Business Accelerators chapter
Yep.
in particular has helped me grow my business a lot. I mean, having the ability to tap into everyone's contacts. Now, keep in mind, this is a group of 25,
Yep.
30, some chapters even have 40 or 50 members. Being able to tap into everyone's contacts and their contacts and get referrals from that, because there's always someone who could use your service or buy your product. There's a need for your business, has been amazing. And I believe I shared the opinion of most of our members, if not all our original members, that it is an amazing way to grow our business and to keep steady, helping others grow as well. Because to me, two things attract me to both BNI and my business and no cards is the
Mhm.
gratitude, being able to be grateful for what you have,
Yep.
and the other one is showing gratitude and helping others. So the giver's gain.
Right.
What you put out there comes back. So
Right.
if you are doing something from the heart, if you're helping business owners grow their business, as well as helping your connections, the people that you meet that need somebody, and say, hey, I don't know do you know somebody? Sure, I know somebody. I have a whole group of entrepreneurs, professionals, and specialized people that I can refer to. So that's where I make those connections and help everyone. So that for me is the whole spirit and all the benefits. Well, most important benefits of BNI is being able to grow while you're helping others.
Okay. And now, BNI is all about the referral business, and we give out referrals, and I can tell people firsthand that we're encouraged to give out referrals every single week, and to keep an eye out for our fellow members and to see what we can do about helping them. And then in return, they try their best to help us. So as you said, in our group, we have about 25 members every single week, trying to help each other out. No, we've actually got a great uh, I guess a great rapport with each other. And I do consider them as, a great set of friends that I work with on a weekly basis, including yourself. One of the things that some people might not believe is, will this work out for me? Will I get referrals every single week? What do you say to somebody like that when they put up a challenge like that?
So, for those that are skeptical or that have doubts, it's okay. It's understandable. And um, my biggest proof or testimonial that BNI works is today I am a product of BNI. I am an entrepreneur. I have a business because of BNI. It was because of an ask that a member from another chapter did. Today I'm looking for blah, blah, blah.
Right,
And you specify who you're looking for.
right,
Uh, that someone thought of me and introduced me to him, so that to see if I could, fulfill his needs, and in return, here I am today.
nice.
So giving the referrals is the cherry on top of the cake,
Okay.
because there's something to walk away with in terms of business or potential business. But everything else that works behind the scenes and throughout those 90 minutes that we are with each other is goes way beyond that and works a lot farther for most business.
Okay, so I think I just want to talk one last thing about the BNI for people who are worried about the commitment level, and it is a commitment. I don't want to sugarcoat that or try to tell people it's not. There is that weekly meeting, and you do have to be a giver. You do have to be
Yeah.
somebody who's willing to help out. And people can see firsthand, we're both on this live stream right now because we are trying our best to encourage other people to join us. So we're in a way we're giving still. Tell me a little bit more about the commitment level that we expect of members of BNI.
For me, I believe the commitment level is not something out of the extraordinary.
Okay.
Um, you get out what you put in.
Right.
So, just like you expect every business owner to be out there building their business, committing their hours, actually doing something to move their business forward, that's what we do with BNI.
Right.
We treat it as a sales meeting that we have every week with a group of people, salespeople, that are going in within their own circles, look for business to give us.
That's amazing.
Right?
You
So
brought up
it
great
is in your calendar, and it is a business meeting that we have every week.
every single week. I agree. And you know what? Actually, you brought up a great point. So, for those of you who are watching this stream either live or recorded, right there at the bottom of the screen, I put the URL where you can learn a little bit more. This is from our meetup group. But the thing that you brought up around the sales team, as a small business owner, we don't have or we can't afford the luxury sometimes of enabling an entire team or a sales force. Here we have a part-time sales team of 25 that are always keeping their eye out for us and they're always looking out for us. I can tell people on this call firsthand that I think I've received a good 10 or 15 times my return of investment within my first year alone. And that's even when I incorporate my time invested in this. Just the amount, it's staggering how much this has impacted my business. Before I joined BNI, and maybe you can share the same, but many people who told me about BNI said the majority of their work for their business was coming from BNI referrals or referrals of referrals. So those, because that even expands on its own, right? And I've only been at it since May. And so, do you have a similar kind of? You're smiling away there, so I'm hoping you have something similar to share.
Totally, totally. It is those referrals that you get that become referral of a referral of a referral and keep you reaching out to business that you otherwise would not have opportunity to meet or to do, people that you would not have the opportunity to do business with had you not been introduced by somebody. Because let's face it, anybody can knock at your door. It doesn't mean that you're going to give them your business. But if
Right.
a friend recommends someone,
Very good point.
chances are there's going to be a transaction, even if it's not now. The seed is planted for tomorrow
Sure.
or for somebody else that they know. Because let's face it, the time is not always right for everybody all the time.
Right.
But it may not be for me, but I'm like, oh, okay, we didn't do it because it was not the right time. We're not ready for it or whatever. But my friend has the same need that I do, and she is. So here, let me introduce you. So that is how your return of investment really goes way beyond an investment. It becomes a business growing tool
Hmm.
without the investment part.
Fantastic, and I think you brought up the very last point is everybody in sales and business know that people are more likely to buy from people that they know, right? And being referred just increases that level of trust between the buyer and the business because my friend told me about this or my relative might have told me about this. That's a fantastic point. Thank you very much for bringing that up. So, and we're just ending near our time here. I just wanted to give everybody your email address to reach out if they have any questions for you about either about BNI or about send out cards or they'd like to work with you. I know you received a ton of great testimonials from our team, and I think you've helped out pretty much every single member of our team at one point or another. So that's fantastic. And personally, thank you, because you were actually one of my mentors when I first started. So you taught me very well, and you went out of your way to give me the knowledge I needed to accelerate within the group. So thank you for that. Um, just if you have any other parting words before we sign off with everybody, we'll just say goodbye.
Um, all I can sign off is in my typical way. Um, be grateful, show gratitude to those that are around you, and help the people in your life or the people that they know, because we're all connected and we're all 7 degrees of distance from the best and the ideal that we're looking for. Our dreams are reachable. There we didn't reach, they're 7 degrees away. So think about that. And BNI, it may not be for you, but even if it's not, it could be for somebody else.
That's right. And anybody who wants, please reach out to Helena there. Her email address is there on the screen. Again, and her URL, if you want to learn a little bit more about send out cards, is there as well. So we look forward, if anybody is even interested in just visiting our group, feel free. We meet every single Wednesday. Registration is at 11:15. You'll find out more details. You can find out the location details and everything here. And we look forward to see you at all at our next meeting. Helena, thank you so much, and I really
Thank you
enjoyed
so
this.
much. Thank you, Dominic.
Take
Have a
care.
good You
Bye now.
too. Bye.